So thank you for tuning. Thank you for staying glued. We hope you are learning, and we hope that you get to learn more and more things. So to today's don'ts. What are today's don'ts?
So for today, we wanted to address, I think from the list that we sent earlier, we had listed 6 things you shouldn't do while you're dating, and today we're addressing the last 2. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, please just tune back to our last post, and you'll be able to carry on from where we left off. So today, the first one being, do not ignore red flags. Do not ignore or overlook red flags in the relationship. And the reason we're talking about this is because most of us have seen the statistics showing how the number of divorce cases have just really blown off the roof. Like, it's been too much of divorce cases, and the reason is what we are talking about. The reason is what we are discussing. The reason is what we are addressing. So you find that a lot of us see a lot of things in the relationship, but we assume that probably when he puts a ring on it, he's gonna stop doing those things that I don't like. His character is gonna change.
Be automatic,
right? Like, I don't know where this misconception comes from, where we believe that if he gets married to me, he's going to treat me better than he treated me in the relationship. But I don't think it's true. I don't agree. I don't know about you, babe.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah, and the reason why we're talking about this is because what you get in the relationship 3/4 the time is what you get in marriage, or maybe even lesser. So if in the relationship he's not putting in effort, in the relationship she's not putting in effort, in the relationship you see all this a certain character that you don't agree with, and you don't address it in the relationship, trust me, it's going to show up in marriage. And that's why we are talking about you not ignoring it. You need to address it. So you confront the person about it, confront her, confront him, talk about it, see what the person can do about it. I'm not saying we're perfect people. All of us have got issues here and there. I'm not perfect, he's not perfect, but you need to weigh your list and see, how would this one, you need to check, like, how would this one affect my marriage? Let's say it's a money issue. He's very, he's very stingy with his money. He's always complaining about his money. Every time it's, no, it's my money. No, it's my money. I can do this because it's my money. What makes you think when you get married, and let's say he's the one working, will you even be able to get that lotion that you want? It comes back to her. No, every time I don't have time. I'm busy with this. I'm busy with that. What makes you think when you get married, the person is going to have time? So these are not just the examples that I'm talking about that are only the red flags. There's a number of red flags. It could be a spiritual issue. Maybe for you, you're a prayerful person, and this person just doesn't like anything about prayer, anything about God, anything about the Bible, and just saying, no, he will change because I'm praying for him. And then you get into marriage, and this person is just looking at you weird, like, why did you wake up in the night to pray? Like, is that really necessary? And you're like, I thought he was going to change. No, honey, he couldn't, because that's not who he is. That's his character. He doesn't know anything about that. And some people, thank God, change. A few people get to change maybe in marriage, but majority of the people don't. So to avoid you from all the heartache, all the problems that could possibly come out, we're saying, when you see something that's an issue, especially something that's bothering your peace, we're all different. What bothers my peace might not bother your peace, but you need to ensure that in a relationship you are at peace. You are at, your mind is at peace, such that when you see some of these characters, you start to imagine marriage, and you're like, I could deal with that. I could possibly deal with that. Yes, he's got that issue, but it doesn't affect my peace so much that I can't live with it. But if it's affecting your peace, I beg you, we beg you, make sure you talk about it. See your mentors about it. See your counselors about it. Talk to each other about it. See how you can work around that, and keep praying. Yes, prayer works as well. Keep praying about it. But remember, I didn't say just pray. I said you need to seek counsel. You need to ask somebody about it, confront it, pray, and address all of these things, because marriage is not a joke. It's something that's forever, and we shouldn't be contributing to those statistics of divorce just because we failed to address the red flags. So that's one of the issues. Get the second one, babe.
Yeah, so basically what she's trying to talk about, and it is something that is very essential, because you're at the foundation of your relationship. It's going to be easier for you to address certain red flags before you actually get into marriage. They actually say that marriage does not develop new characteristics. It actually amplifies certain characteristics. So you might want to be careful with your relationship as stage. So the last do nots, it's not really a comprehensive list, but from our 6 that we posted, the last we're trying to say that you need to ensure that you do not hide your relationship from your friends. Now we got a message on one of the comments. Actually, one of the guys were asking, no, but if we don't hide, if we review our relationship to our friends, some of them are toxic. They can be able to make our relationship go spiraling down and whatnot. Which is, I do understand the point that he has, but what we emphasize is there are some of your friends, your close friends. You cannot hide your relationship from your close friends.
Right, yeah.
One of our friends, actually, they started dating. She didn't tell anybody about the relationship, and 3-4 months later, she discovered that the other friend was also eyeing that guy, and they were in some close talking relations. And you might say that maybe my boyfriend is not so, like faithful or whatnot. But the problem is that at first you never told your friend that I've got a relationship. And when you tell your friends about your relationship, they know that guy and they see that lady in a certain perspective that you do not. So sometimes when you get to have some certain discussions about the person, they'll get to tell you about how they think he is and whatnot. All those add up to how you are gauging your relationship with this particular person, and it will help you to have the perfect relationship with the person because you know him, your friends approve of him. And I'm not saying every friend is supposed to approve of him, but at least those within your close contact, they're supposed to be able to say, oh, we know about this. If anything happens, they can be able to say this and that, and maybe have your back in some of the conversations. So this is why it is mostly very important that you get to notice most of these things. So we have had 6 of our do nots. We picked something that we think are essentially important, but you can go on and research some of the things that you're not supposed to do in a relationship. But these are things that we thought that maybe our friends, our viewers are going to be able to just learn from in a little bit of way. So thank you so much once again for tuning in and listening to these 6 do nots.
Thank you. And I just want to add something from what he said. When we talk about being accountable to your friends, we're not saying that now your friends have the final say over what's happening in your relationship. No, your relationship is personal. It's about the two of you making decisions and whatnot. The reason we're talking about making your friends know is because of accountability.
Yeah.
You need to be accountable to somebody. If, for example, you are dating this guy, you're dating this girl, and then for 48 hours we can't find you. I mean, I need to know who you're dating because I need to find out and check up, like, you were the last person that picked her up for a date and we haven't seen her for 48 hours. I mean, it could be a terrorist or something, but don't be afraid of your partner. But it's just for accountability's sake. Anything can happen. This world is getting crazier by the day. Things are just getting so rough. And there are cases where somebody even gets pregnant and she's failing to say who it is, but you know who the person has been dating, and you'll be like, the only person I know she's been found with is that guy. And you could help resolve some of the issues that are going on around and whatnot. But accountability helps in a relationship. And even you can't find your partner. You don't know where the person has been. And your friends have seen him, like, I saw him at a party, he was there. And it helps you just, have a bit of eyes everywhere and whatnot. Not that you should be a stalker and whatnot, but it just helps when people are aware of what's happening in your relationship. So thank you again for listening to us. We love you guys so much, and stay tuned because next week we'll start talking about the do's. So we love you so much. Have a wonderful